Yeah. This is the upstairs of Cafe. We defended this one already, so you might think you know what to do, but there's a lot of things that are different. For if we were more coordinated, more organized, and had more time to like really figure this out. Things, a lot of it's the same, a lot of it's different though. You'll see a lot of things that are the same. Like this reinforcement right here. You'll see it rotate though. This is new. This just gives you a lot more way to work around. You can sneak up now and kind of get your C4 up and over the bomb to stop the plant. You'll have someone play this line right here. This is like your power spot. DMR here is crazy. This will most definitely be in a Rooney. I doubt they'll ban a Rooney first round. If for some reason they do, you take the tube. And that's probably your next best option. In this area, you can have someone play here in White Corridor and Cocktail. The biggest thing is if they do play here, people can walk up your white, so you'll need help for that and being prepared to trade for that, which would come from either your freezer player, because someone will be playing in here, someone will be playing in freezer. Can either help you, they can come over here, they can even jump bathroom side if it's safe and come contest over here, or the better option for this area is you'll have a player playing here. Azami is by far the best operator for this, by far. If you have an Azami, you're able to push all the way up into Cigar. You can put them on this wall. It will block the angle from the window. You can even put it right in front of the window. You can put one right here on the stage to block that window. You can put one right here to play off of for these head holes. You have so many options. You can throw it here to block the window so you can back up. If they open this window, you can throw it at that. You have so many options with Azami. You're just so strong here. You definitely want to be taking Azami if it's up and playing it here. If Azami is banned first round, a little more likely, I would take the Echo. Echo has a deployable shield. You can sneak it right here. Gives you a little more room to play off of. You can kind of play off of this. They'll have to clear it. You can back up. You can sit here. And you can hop on your cams. And there is a crazy echo spot that is hard to deal with that is on top of this. That is all hard. Even if they somehow know that that echo drone is there, they will have to throw a nade or some piece of util up there to get it. So you can leave it there, kind of move it around, get eyes on the people on red, get eyes on the people that are pushing your Cigar, and you can drop it late round and pop it up over here to stop the default plant. Echo is by far the second best option here after Azami. Azami will let you push up though, which will let you help this person a lot more, but I guess this is going to be castle barricaded, but it will keep the pressure, I guess, focused on this player, who's going to be a mute with a shotgun, or if mute is banned, will be a smoke with a shotgun. It just rips here. The shotgun fucking rips here. It is so hard to clear this person out and do anything about it. But if they do, like, get the wall open and try and jump and sprint for it, but your zombie has full control of Cigar, they can just be ready and waiting and get the kills because of that. So Azami is going to play right here. And then your mute will play in the closet. You'll have a freezer player. So someone in here. You will have a White Corridor slash like C3 player who can come over here and like can jump on this and get views and lines of sight all the way over here. This is also like a fill-in, so if someone gets picked, like let's say your zombie gets picked, your freezer player can go play this, and then your corridor player can just come and take control of freezer. You kind of just rotate them out, pivot a little bit. The mute is like the biggest pick they can get because they can kind of just flood the balks, but you'll have your zombie here that can play off of the reinforcement a little bit to stop the plant. Should be, yeah, right like this, they can stop the plant. You might be wondering why the reinforcements on this side and why the head holes are here if you're going to be trying to get through this vault right here. Most of the time, if you have your freezer player, you have your quarter player, you don't want your zombie going through here, and then you just have a lot of bodies on the same spot and you're giving up too much space. So you want to just kind of be playing this area, and this reinforcement on the left lets you peek left and kind of get angles here, peek right, kind of get the angles, and then like figure it out. You have your zombie to block this off and jump if you need to. So if you like do need to get out, you just throw it and then just quickly jump. So it's not as big as a deal as you think. And if you have your freezer player, pretty much the only way they'll actually be able to kill this person vaulting is if they're still sitting on the rappelled out into the round. So you could also try and time it, have this person kind of like make some pressure as they vault so they look away. There's a lot of ways they can work with this and get this play back. They can walk down Whitehall. Like, really the only way this person's getting picked is if it's like someone's on this window and someone's on that window for line of sight to right here, and someone's sitting on this window to cut off their rotate out, or maybe like someone's sitting this window to cut off your rotate in. That is like realistically the only way that person gets stuck and can't get out. So it's just a lot of options for playing that. So you have your mute, your zombie, a castle. You'll have a castle on this bomb site unless they're banned. So your castle barricade, you can put one right here if you'd like. I usually don't like putting one here, but it does let you kind of get aggressive and walk up without having to worry about skylight. But it also blocks your line of sight to the default plant, which is why I don't like running it, is because if you have someone here, and in like your bathroom hall area, they are all able to just fucking beat that guy and fry him. Even if you have these two guys, your quarter guy can just come over here and get an angle this way. So like there's like no way realistically they can get the plant down. This person can even creep up. If it's a 2 Burrell, you have a C4, which will be nice. If you have the Irene, I mean, you can laser gate this, you can laser gate that to keep him from nading you, and then you can keep laser gate far right here to keep him from walking on you. So you have your Rooney there ideally. Probably your castle player will play right here. You'll have a zombie player playing this area. Let's see, you should be able to destroy this and be able to tuck into this a little farther. There we go. Kind of just make you a little safer if you need to. And then your freezer player, someone like a warden is good, just because if they try and like smoke and drop or smoke and plant, you can play super reactive like that. Sometimes they'll try and do a like Ying Amaru rush on cocktail here, and if you're a warden, that is completely countered unless they bring a glass to like try and fight your warden, and then you just are in a 1v1 for that and having a fight for that. So Warden here is really good. This is one of the cases where you see Warden is like a high tier player. This would be one of those cases. And then your last person is a Valk. They can low-key sit under if they'd like. So you have one there, one here, one there, and one all the way up in the cigar shop. And if you have your Valk playing in this area, they can use the cams and kind of just drop the hatch late round and kind of mosey their way and use the Valk cams to try and get a C4 from underneath late into the round, because they shouldn't be having people downstairs with like 30 seconds on the clock. So you're pretty free to do that as long as you have the people to do it. If you were in like man advantage, like if you have man advantage to do that, you should, or if it's like a 4v4 or something, you should be dropping. If you were in like a 2v4 or a 2v3, you should not drop. You should help your team on the site. If you drop, you will leave your team to die, and they will take site. They'll have site. They can just watch both the stairs. Maybe you stop one of the planters, but the other's just going to plant and then watch your walk up. So wouldn't recommend that. But the Valk cams are good here. If a zombie's banned and you have the echo drones, and pretty much anyone with a C4 can play under, like drop the hatch and play under, if it's a Valk ban first round. So I guess good backup ops is like a pulse, give you some intel you can drop in the middle of the round and just tell them if they're pushing your Whitehall or something like that. Oryx is like a really aggressive backup to a zombie. You'll probably have to fall off really quickly once they know you're here, but you can have the hatch drop up and then go up the closet hatch, and that's just like an extra way out. I wouldn't really recommend doing that. It's just something you could do. So you're gonna have your ACOG playing C3. You're going to have some playing the C1 to white corridor area. You're going to have your freezer player. You're going to have your washrooms, I guess bathroom or bathroom hall player, and then you're going to have your cigar shop player. Your cigar shop player, if you have the Valk, if it's a mute, they can also drop and play the C4. That could even be the better option. It's like, hey, they're pressing me, they're going for the execute, drop the hatch, you have your C4 to work with, you could just come right around the corner and then either shotgun it open or just throw your C4 and let it rip. That is a great way of dealing with people trying to get a plant down. That is pretty much the only place they can try and actually plant from the west side if they're not trying to do a like weird cocktail strat plant, or like they can maybe run up white, but I mean you have someone this area, someone deep there, someone freezer, you're gonna have someone for your white hall. You have so many ways of stopping them just from bodies getting up over here that you have a lot of options. But that is pretty much the Cafe defense and why it's good. If we're finding it's not working, we could try doing this rotate and just having the freezer player here and then having a zombie this side, and kind of just playing more off of freezer than they are playing actually in cigar. I think it's kind of a waste because if you're able to have your zombie push up into cigar, obviously you can cause some chaos with that, and you're able to help your mute more. If you save an impact, you can drop it and help, which can like get the jump on a lot of people trying to press this mute. So that's an option. But that's pretty much how you defend this website.